American muscle cars. Aren't they great? Well, dirt track cars. No, not a golf cart or a eye-blinking Miata. Not a Datsun 280Z 1978. Beautiful green. Although it is a great car, it's not considered American muscle. Well, and neither is this contraption with a LS in it. Here's an LS engine car. These are really nice sports cars, these Corvettes. And, well, I will have a couple of Corvettes and a Camaro. One Mustang in this, even though there were tons of great ones. We will have GTOs, a GTX, and some Chargers in this video. So let's really investigate and see what's going on here. Welcome to Road Odyssey. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And if you like the videos that I provide, please subscribe. And if you're on Rumble, please follow. There were some awesome muscle cars and a couple of Corvettes that I'd like to share with you from the May 20th Sherman, Texas car show. In part one, I introduced you some interesting people and really fantastic cars. Then in part two, if you're interested in pickup trucks, I've got some whoppers. So, if you haven't seen part one and part two, please go check those out as we are beginning to look at a nice Corvette. Rushing through this really lovely 77 Corvette, me personally, not a great fan of the brown interior, but we are moving into the 1974, and this is a fantastic example of the third gen Corvette's really great looking car. Looks like a little carbon fiber on that door handle. I much prefer the black interior, and the dash is very nice. Like the T-tops, even though I know people have problems with them, and just like that rear end better. We are moving now to Colt Brindley's 2012 Transformer Camaro. I do like this generation of Camaro really a lot better than the newer. To me, you can see out of these better. My wife had a 2013 Camaro that looked very similar to this. They're really great cars. They cruise magnificently. I mean, if you really want a cruiser, this is a fantastic car. The only thing to me is that they do ride really stiff. So they're great street performance cars. That is no doubt. Thank you, Colt, for sharing that magnificent Transformer Camaro. He does a great job in showing this car and thoroughly enjoys it. So thank you. Next up is Sean's 2018 Mustang. Now, being a convertible, he said that there are really not many of these. It's a really fantastic car. He has done extensive work to this. So while it might appear to be fairly nonchalant, there's a lot more to this car than what you would think. So anyway, just a really great car. He was a great person to talk to and showing me around this machine. So if you see him around at the next car show, ask him about this car. It's more than what I can talk about in a video. So anyway, hope you enjoyed looking at it. As I pull away from the Mustang, we are now going to a 1967 Plymouth GTX. What a wonderful car. This is actually a 1967 Sport Satalite. It was converted to look like a GTX by Graveyard Carz. So at the time of this video, this car was restored or resto-modded perhaps 16 years ago. I will put a link in the description that goes out to Facebook and tells you more about this car. So yeah, extensive modifications, 500 horsepower. Again, if you watch the video from Graveyard Carz, I think you'll really enjoy this. This is a 1964 GTO. Bit of a backstory. The guy that owns this car now had seen somebody else driving it back in, I guess, mid-late 80s. And he just turned around, followed the car, and basically bought it. So, a pretty cool story. So, approximately 1988, when he acquired the car, it took him about a year or so to get it all restored. I think he just did a frame up. But, I mean, he tore this car down pretty well and did a fantastic job. And I really think this is a great example of one of the original muscle cars. So, hope you really like this thing. A newer 1968 GTO. This one is sporting the 400 cubic inch engine that would have about 350 to 360 horsepower. Paint job is absolutely beautiful. Love that hood. I just like that design. The interior was extremely nice. A pretty simple dashboard layout. Nothing exciting there. But overall, I like the design of these cars. They're very sleek. And just look at that back end. Love the little, I guess you'd say kind of a pedestal wing. Dual exhaust. Nice original type of wheels. I love those. Those are great. But yeah, a really beautiful car. That paint popped out in the sun. And I bet this thing is just really a wonderful car to drive. Love seeing these old muscle cars. They are fantastic. A 68 Charger 440 cubic inch translates possibly to 375 horsepower. This magnificent muscle car is sporting the original factory paint. Love the paint scheme. It is cool. Body style also. So I presume the wheels are close to original. The interior is all original. Look at that console, dash, steering wheel, rug, everything. That's probably why he's trying to protect the seats. Great car. Somebody's obviously taking good care of this thing. Hey, another 68 Charger. Cool. Looks like an original engine in there that's been cleaned up. The interior, possibly redone. Seats, but everything in there looks pretty original as well. Paint job, probably redone. Wheels, I wouldn't say that they are originals, but they look very throwback and period correct, peeking in the trunk. A lot of neat memorabilia. And when we get around to the side, you'll see that rack on the trunk as well. Another peek inside, just checking that interior, and that is just a super clean car. Really love this thing. Great muscle. A beautiful 1970 Charger. Look at this interior. Is that not just pristine? That is wonderful. There's that little frat zog symbol in the center of the steering wheel there. So, love the dash and the console. I mean, here again, I'm an older guy. I just like that style. It's what I grew up with. So, just really love the nicely kept paint job and the rear end, all that stuff. Just love this design for the Chargers. I really think it was a really nice version of the car. Thank you so much for watching this Road Odyssey video. And if you like the videos that I provide, please subscribe. And if you're in Rumble, please follow.